Goes. All right. So, Rob, how's your week going so far?
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything exciting?
Well, daughter's starting a new school tomorrow, so
Excellent.
fingers crossed. That goes well.
All right. Jason, what about you? Anything exciting this week?
No, just more things are moving along with the merger of our company with that other company, but not a lot's going to change, and hopefully we're all going to make some more money. So
No. More money is always good.
Yes.
yeah, I'll take it.
Rob and I preach that quite often on this show.
Yes.
Grab the bag.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. As you should.
All right. So I don't know if you guys had anything else, but I thought maybe we'd spend this week talking about night 1 and next week talking about night 2 as we build into WrestleMania.
That works.
That sounds perfect.
I don't know that there's anything else completely notable going on right now. I mean, just the usual nonsense.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What else has happened? Well, let me see. Let's see. What else is there? What else is there?
I mean, Ring of Honor doing Supercard.
Well, something that Ike and I were talking about on Twitter, I guess there was a lot of discourse, and I don't really want to, during WrestleMania season, put too many eyes or ears on AEW. But I guess the Britt Baker Thunderosa cage match was pretty divisive amongst fans. Some people really liked it. Other people just kind of felt like it fell flat for them. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. Jason, did you see it?
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
mean, I thought there were a few eye-rolly spots where, Britt immediately no-sold, like a thumbtack spot, and like they were spamming.
Yeah.
They're spamming finishers and stuff like that. But overall, I mean, for what you expect from that company, from a title change where none of the other matches were good enough to get a title change, yeah, it was all full-blown nonsense. And either you like that stuff or you don't. So
I guess the way Madeline was describing it was they literally they went from one spot to the next. Yep. Like, okay, I'm done with this. Now let me get up and go over and do this one. And then, okay, now we're doing the thumbtacks. Okay, I got to get up because now we're going to the next spot. So it was like very rehearsed, and it didn't feel natural.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, all right. So, and this is supposed to be, mind you, they bled, but this is supposed to feel like a blood feud because these two have bled before together. Yeah. And the way, at least like I said, in Maddie's description and from what little I could see, this wasn't a blood feud in any more sense than the fact that they both bled again.
Yeah, it was, and they fought a bunch of times.
Yeah, which is a shame because I don't know much about Britt Baker. Apparently, she's very much improved. What I've seen of Thunder Rosa, I think she's really good. And they gave her this, just as Jason was saying on the last week's episode at the end of it all, they gave her this fantastic entrance. Finally, did something with her that showed some character and some life and some creativity. And then they went into a match that supposedly just plodded along from one spot to the next.
Well,
depending on what your expectation was, then I could see being disappointed. But I was just expecting full-blown nonsense, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
Well,
what do you think, Rob?
Well, I made the mistake of listening to the Jim Cornette review.
Oh my God! No, this had to have been. You know what? That's probably the one I should have listened to.
Well, this match hits like bingo for Cornette because he hates just the stunt show stuff that they do in general, and he can be kind of problematic when it comes to talking about women's wrestling. So it was
but probably nothing we want to repeat on this show. Knowing what I know about Cornette.
Yeah. So we're not
probably
go
not
there. But I'm starting to wean myself off of listening to all of his stuff. It gets hard to break the habit because when you hear about something on AEW that he's just going to rip to shreds, you just want to hear him do it.
unfortunately, you got to sift through the log jam to get to the good stuff.
Yeah, and so that's
Right.
but yeah, but like I said, it was divisive. Like that match was full of stuff that I'm personally not here for.
Yeah.
You know, and
I'm not as bothered by the blood so much. Like, I don't need to see like just buckets and buckets of oozing blood. But it's one of those things where, and we can talk about this more on an actual episode of the show. AEW does it a bit too much. I wish WWE would do it just a little bit more. But you know, at the same time, I think that you can reach a point where too much is too much, and you know that I can see where Rob is coming from.
well, because well, we can talk about that. Why don't we just talk about it this week then, since we're light on other stuff?
All right, we can do that. We can go through the WrestleMania stuff, and then we can discuss, the use of color in wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I'm gonna